Hi, Leo. This is Carrie Mubarak at wooingnature.life. I hope you are great and I hope everything is going fine. We are easing right on into 2020 this December, and this is your December reading to get you ready for it. So, December is a time of inactivity that comes before the hustle and bustle and the new kind of feelings that come through with the new year. Everybody gets excited. The new year is coming. We make all kinds of promises to ourselves and that kind of thing. And so this is the phase that we're easing into, Leo. And so December is going to be a period of inactivity. So if you're feeling a little restless during December, a little cabin fever, just kind of relax into it. Go sit by the fire, get yourself a cup of cocoa, and just chill out and let that energy kind of soothe you and cleanse you and clear you one final month before you um, get into the January season, before you move right into full-fledged winter in January. All right, so we've got the sun moving into Capricorn on the 23rd. We've got the winter solstice coming in around the 21st. So between the 21st and the 23rd, you want to have your concepts, ideas together for the year that's coming up. Kind of get your mind geared around where you're going and where you're headed and what you want to look for, Leo. So I want you to use that time, or use that December time to do that. All right. Meditation and prayer highly recommended, as are affirmations. This is the final cleansing out period before we go into a new decade, and the decade brings with it the power of 10. The power of 10 really, it ends and it begins at the same time, right? It's the one and the zero, right? On and off. Okay. So it's the place of just being, okay? And we want to be in that space. Also, just to let you know, Leo, because of the twos, if you are numerologically inclined, those twos is just a deeper dive into the duality and the dual nature of ourselves more specifically. But we'll also be looking at that from without too, because sometimes things come up in our face so that we can look at it, right? But then after you see it, after you see this dichotomy or whatever it is that you're looking at, you need to look at where that lives within inside you, accept it, and release it. Right? That's the way you keep it moving here, because we are moving steadily into the new millennium energy. All right, I am, and, oh, I forgot to say this. And then those two twos make a four, so we're talking about foundations, new foundations for everybody, not just you, Leo. We're also talking about everybody right now in general here. All right, now specifically, Leo, I am reading from Colette Baron Reed today for you. It is the Enchanted Map. So let's see where you're going. Okay? See where you're going. All right. So I'm going to pull from the middle of the deck here. All right. We've got the Bone Collector. The Bone Collector. That's one of my favorite cards in that deck. When I think about the Bone Collector, I think about somebody who has been studying on the things that are raw data, studying raw data, right? When you get to the bones of a situation, you got all the way down to where it is, right? It looks like, Leo, you all have been studying on that quite a bit. And there's some knowledge and there's some wisdom that you're carrying with you that's of significance. Okay? Some of this is your own information. It's getting down to the bare bones of you. It's going all the way down to your core. It's getting down to the raw data. What is essential? What is important? What is it that is the bare bones of the situation? You know, without bones, you don't have anything. Without the structure of the human body is just a blob of skin laying on the ground. That's not pleasant to look at. All right. All right. So, yeah. So the bones are important. The bones are important, and I'm getting that more than one time, so that means that's something of significance. So whatever situation that you're in, if this is a relationship, if this is relationships at work or at home, if this is about something that you are conceiving, okay, something that you are conceiving, then you want to look at why you're there, what is driving it, and what's in it for you. In a very basic sense, what's in it for you, Leo? What's driving the situation? All right, we've got you moving into the unknown, but it's coming in reverse. So I'm wondering if you are, as you are approaching 2020, if there isn't like some gray areas for you that you're still trying to understand. It looks like gray areas that you're trying to understand. You're trying to make sense of it. I feel like the spirit doesn't want you to spend a whole lot of time on that. They want you to just go with what you know. That's why this bone collector card is coming up for you. They want you to just go from what you know. Like, move through the thing with what it is that you know. Like, don't try to take on any new information right now, is what it feels like to me. And it feels like whatever it is, you already know it. So go with what you know. Go with what you know. You're the bone collector. So, you know, if they want to know, like when they go and they exhume a body and they want to know, you know, how old this body is, they go to the bones. So, that's everything. That's your timeline. That's your DNA. That's you walking down here on planet Earth. That's your evidence, you know. So you don't have to be concerned about what you don't know. Go with what you do know. All right, we've got the flying that came in, also in reverse. I'm not reading these like out of the book, you guys. I'm reading them just intuitively. So if I'm not going by the book, please forgive me. I don't have the book with me. So when you don't have the book, what do? You go to your spirit. All right, so flying in reverse. I don't know why y'all not flying. I'm getting ready to go to the tarot on y'all in a minute. I really am. I don't understand what the deal is. It could be fear, but because of this, there should be no fear. That's why it's making me feel confused. Because you have this, because you're walking with this, because this is the representation of the cadre of information and experience that you're walking with and knowledge that you're walking with, because you're walking with this level of knowledge, I would not know why you would fear. Well, I mean, I do know why we all fear walking into the unknown, so I do understand it, but there's no need for it. And there's definitely not a reason for you to be having to ground yourself when there's so many possibilities in front of you right now. Yeah, I'm getting ready to go to the tarot. You know what? Let me start pulling stuff like this and it don't make sense. You go to the tarot because the tarot will clarify your situation. I'm reading from Wait. Wait will get you right on together, okay? I was talking to my daughter about that the other day. All right, the world in reverse. Feels like your world's turned upside down. I got that right off the bat. We've got the Nine of Wands here, or Nine of Swords here in reverse. Okay, good. That looks like you're really trying to get a handle on whatever this fear might be or whatever this blockage might be. That's good. That's good. I got you working. You're working on it. You're working on the situation. Good for you, Leo. This is all good sign. All right, we got movement. We got chariot. All right, so what's going on, Leo? We ain't got no problems here. We don't have any problems. What is the problem? What is it? Is it a problem? Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. Let me see. All right, please clarify into the unknown and flying in reverse, please. Please clarify. Well, let's clarify flying in reverse. Let's clarify that one. Into the unknown is kind of normal. You know, like fears of the unknown. Going into new territories always gives you a little apprehensive, so I'm not going to raise a brow about that. But I do want to know about this flying. What's going on with the flying and why it's in reverse. Okay. Knight of Cups and then the Five of Cups. Oh, matters of the heart. Matters of the heart. Maybe some disappointment in the past. Maybe that's a part of this bone collection here. Maybe it's a collection of bones. Some kind of fear of the past, something that happened in the past. Yeah, I think that's what this is. Something is blocking you based on something that happened in the past, a fear from the past, or a fear of something that happened in the past. Could have been a matter of the heart, could have been a disappointment of some kind. Maybe you were charging forward and moving forward with something and something stopped you suddenly or stopped the process suddenly. This could have been a relationship situation or it could be a work situation. It doesn't matter. You just have to apply it to what it is. But whatever it was that you were headed toward, maybe you were headed toward a commitment in a relationship and it suddenly stopped, or it could be you were headed toward doing something you really want to do and there was a sudden stop and it really got you, it really disappointed you in some way. And I think that's a part of this. It's a part of your own bone collection there. So like disappointments happen. Sometimes it's not time for something, Leo. Yeah, sometimes it's not time for it. So if there was a sudden abrupt stop to something, or all of a sudden you were headed headlong somewhere and it all of a sudden stopped, it's because it needed to all of a sudden stop. It needed to stop you in your tracks because it wasn't going to go where you needed it to go or where you were anticipating it to go. Could have been moving too fast. Could have been moving too slow. Either way it goes, it had to be stopped because it means the timing is off. But now it looks like the timing is coming in because you got the flying card here. It's just in reverse. And then we're going into the unknown and also it's in reverse. So to me that brings up issues of fears or feeling like, you're unstable or your world is turning upside down. It's not. But I see that you're doing the work around it. I see that you're doing the emotional work that you need and that you are doing. And because you are doing it, it is keeping this wheel going for you. It is. So you're not going to miss your mark at all. You're not. If you feel like you are, if you feel like you're off your path or some kind of stuff like that, you're not. You're on it. You're on it and you're in the right timing. That's the blessing in the madness, okay? So here's the madness, here's the burdens, here's the thing you've been feeling like you've been fighting an uphill battle. You don't have to do that anymore. The work is done. This has been the work. This is the work. It's the uphill battle, but that's done and over with, and you have been working through your mental. So I'm proud of you about that, Leo, because this is half the battle right here. Honest to God, when you're going through life, this is half the battle. If you can get your mind straightened out, then the rest of it is going to follow. And I think that's part of this information that you're carrying too, which is going to be really beneficial to you in the future. I hope you're keeping a diary. I hope you're keeping a diary, Leos, because this is good information, not just for you, but for other people too, because these are processes, like life is a process. Life isn't, it's not, it ain't a game. It's a process that's involved in it. And so this is process for you. This has been this is process making. And so I think that you should keep a diary or keep a journal of what's happened so far, even if you can just chronicle it in some way, in terms of key points along this journey of collecting this information or collecting this information around, moving forward after disappointment. It's a healing for you. I really get the healing here. I'm really getting this healing energy from you all. All right, we got Two of Cups and the Hierophant that came out together. So to me, again, the bridging, we talked about the balancing of the two forces internally and externally. Yours, of course, is around this disappointment or around this stop or abrupt or, what happens and how you continue to move forward in spite of adversity or in spite of obstacles or in spite of having to move through obstacles. I'm getting that that's the bigger picture for you. That's the real bigger picture for you. And how you're going to bring that together is going to be really fascinating. I can't wait to hear more about that from some of you. If there's any of you who are experiencing that, I'd love to hear your feedback around it, because I know that there are other people who are having that too. And it is time to fly. It is time to elevate ourselves and be able to move and maneuver quickly and expeditiously in the ways that we need to in order to fulfill our promise and our purpose. And we need to be in the right frequency to do it. We have to be in the right energetic frequency in order to call it in, and in order to actually physically manifest things, in the way that we need to. And there's lots of lessons to be learned about that, and there's lots of lessons to share around that too. So I really feel like that this won't just only be about your own process, but I feel like you'll be able to share that with other people, and it really be good for you and good for them, and healing for the nation, which is what we all need. All right, any other messages for Leo for the month of December? Any other final messages for Leo for the month of December? No. All right, Leo, that's you. I appreciate you all taking time out to listen. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your shares. Thank you for your subscriptions. Please subscribe. Continue to subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying what you're getting, or if what you're getting is resonating with you. Please share it with your friends, all those people who are cross-watching. It's not a bad idea to cross-watch, because there's sometimes things come up that kind of can be for the general, but it'll come up in relationship to somebody else's reading. So there is some information in there for everybody. Check it out. You all work together. Continue to work together. If you're going to be down in Miami-Dade the first week in December 5th through the 8th, I will be there for Art Basel. I'm going to be hanging out there. I love art. I love the artists. And I always like to, one of the reasons why I love decks is because of the artwork in the deck. That's how I choose decks, according to the art. So if you want to know more about the art of the deck, you can follow this channel and that playlist called The Art of the Deck, and that's for the art. It's a flip through and review with the art and the artist in mind, so if you want to check that out. But definitely come down to Art Basel. I'll be doing Reiki there, stone meds there, readings there. I'm going to be in the midst just seeing what's going on, but if you need your services, I'll be there. If you're not in Miami-Dade, you can still call me, reach out, go on Facebook, like and follow us there, and you can book your own schedule on that line. So if you go to Facebook, like Facebook, go to the book now. You can book now, from now into next year. This is December, so if you want to get your New Year readings, this is the time to schedule them up. Alrighty, I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you have a great December, and I hope you have a fabulous life.